bunch of tank ticklers. Oh, where am I at? Out here between Oklahoma City and Tulsa. I suck, man. Totally forgot. Trailer got out of the shop. Got out of there around 1600. Took off. Went and got fuel real quick. Was just planning on going to Oklahoma City, and I go, keep going a little bit extra, because today is going to be a balls to the wall day. My 11 or my 10 just cleaned up, so it's 7:21. Just letting a little pre-trip thing kind of go on here. I already pre-tripped the whole truck, so I got just about 700 miles to do today, and I still got to go through Tulsa and get up through the Joplin Springfield area, and then through St. Louis, and then bust up to 55, trying to make it up just below the Chicago area today, which is going to be a good haul. It's like 672 miles, so I got to keep my foot in it all day and kind of make up some time from the trailer being down yesterday. So anyway, give it a couple minutes here. We'll be taking off in a minute. Off we go. So, like I said, got to do just about 700 miles today, so it's going to be pretty good push. Like I said, I'm going to keep my average up, because you got to figure your average usually comes in most of the time around 55, 60 miles an hour. So if I want to pull this off today and get to where I want to get, because of course the trailer breaking down really screwed things up. I'm really hoping to not have to call in to bump my appointment time. At worst, it would be like maybe dragging it out a couple hours or something like that. You know, that my appointment's supposed to be for 6 a.m. tomorrow in Chicago. You know. Slowdowns going through the St. Louis area. Kill my time a little bit. Then my appointment's at 6 a.m. and I'm trying to get to a place where it's about 31 miles from the drop. There's a Petro or TA on the 55 just south of the 80 down there. That's my spot. That's where I want to get to. So, see if I can pull her off, man. 57 miles of Tulsa. Figure if I want to make it up to Joplin, if I could stretch it out, I could go to if I want to top off tanks again before I get to Illinois. I got to do it the last TA is in Stratford, Missouri, which is the other side of Springfield, so I can hold on for that, top tanks back off. Seeing as Illinois has gone full retard on their fuel prices, just like California. Nice though, slept with the truck off last night. Actually slept good. It's nice to be able to do that nowadays. Weather's cooling off just enough. It's not too muggy. It's not getting all sticky in the truck, as long as you got your windows open and stuff. And I do like a pre-cool. As soon as I get there, you know, and I'm hanging out for a little while anyway because I'm talking to Selena and everything. I shut the truck off, let it start cooling down, get the windows down. There's not really any bugs out, so that's nice. So that's pretty much it. Just out here on the turnpike, heading for Tulsa, and on up into Missouri and Illinois. So let's get after it for the day. Be back. What's going on, you bunch of ball scratchers? So you can see 30 eastbound. I'm in Fort Wayne, Indiana right now, on the east side of Fort Wayne, just wrapped around the Belt Freeway, around the top side. I guess give a little recap. Where'd the last video end up? I mean, I just put it up a little while ago. Well, I was in Chicago, but picked my load up in Texas. Had the trailer thing in Amarillo, and then made it up into Oklahoma on the turnpike on the 44. Slept there for the night. That's where videos started off again, just remember. Went all the way through Missouri, around St. Louis. Didn't film it. It was raining a lot of the day too, so it would have been kind of just murky video, but it's taken forever. So I got up just to the south side of Chicago to a Petro in, I think it was called Wilmington, on the 55, just south side of Chicago last night. Drove in this morning, did my drop. I was only there a little over an hour. They got me in and out of there real quick. Now I'm going to my second drop in Lima, Ohio. So stupid. I took off out of Chicago. I was up on the 55 and the 355 right there. Jumped down to 355 to the 80. Went across south side of Chicago. Traffic the whole time, of course, just took forever. Kind of hoping it was only 240 miles to get over to Lima. I was like, yeah, if I get through Chicago, everything else will be all right. Nope, afraid not. Stupid. Took US 30. I dropped over the 69, hit the 30 eastbound to Fort Wayne. Non-stop construction. It is, god dang, what is it, 15:22. I got out of that place at like 9:30, so it's been almost 6 hours to get over here. I stopped off once, or no, twice. I got some breakfast at the little service plaza on the south side of Chicago. They had Dunkin' Donuts. I got a sandwich and a coffee, and then stopped about 20-30 miles before I got to Fort Wayne, because I had to water the weeds. I went to the Speedway. It's a little truck stop out there on the 30. You walk up to the door, bathrooms are closed, and I'm like, dude, I just gotta take a whiz, man. Come on, man. So I had to do the thing that I don't like to do. I had an empty water jug in the truck, so hey man, rocking a hard spot. Take a whiz in the truck. Oh well. At least I didn't have to punch a deuce. I'd have been like, well, you got a sink in the back I can use real quick, because I got to blow that sucker out, dude. You got bleach or something, right? I'm sure a Speedway, you guys are backed up by Ecolab around here or something like that, with those really good commercial cleansers. You know, you could just take a pile drive a deuce into your sink, and then you can take a stick or maybe a broom handle and punch it down the drain like pasta dough going through the dye or something like that. Just turn the sink on, man, wash it down. Go ahead. I'm just saying. anyway, just out of 4-way now, heading for Lima. I got a little less than 100 miles to go now. My drop's at 2 a.m. and it's already heading on 15:30, so I won't be able to break into my clock in time to do the drop in the morning. I was thinking about just heading over there right now. I don't know their hours or anything. It's a food distributor. Usually they're going to stick to their appointments, of course, but I thought, well, since I'm there, I'll just swing through and see if they're willing to take it. That'd be cool. I can deal with that. Yeah, Chicago had some traffic. Just getting up to the drop, I showed up about 10-15 minutes before my drop time. Barely made it. I was expecting to be up there earlier because I was only about 30 miles from the drop. And I took off at 6:30. And it took me till just about 7:50 to get there. And 30 miles going up to 55 lane. So all turned out though. It's all right. But as soon as I get done with this drop, 7 G's, baby. Well, my cut's 4,900, so not bad on 1,300 miles though. I think it came out to like, I'm making like 278 or 280 or something like that for this run, a mile. So not too shabby for a few days work. Truck's running good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. All right, good times. So, see if I can check back in when I get over by Lima. Like I said, I think I might just try and run by the receiver there real quick and see if they're willing to take it. If not, go find some place to park. So, check back in a bit. Going on. So I'm over here in Lima, Ohio now. Just went in and got me some food. Here at the Flying J, they got a Denny's. Figured that was better than McDonald's. But then come to find out, the only food they got left in the restaurant was breakfast. So I ended up getting some chicken fried steak. But I stopped by, was it Spartan Nash? It's a food distributor. It's where the delivery's going. I stopped by there real quick. They're all closed up. They open up at 2200 till 0600, and my appointment's at 0200. So they said be back by 1:45. I said, all right, I guess I'll come over here and get some sleep. So be back over there later on. Good times. Oh, the magical life in truck stops. What's going on, man? So, I am backing into my door right now. Feeling a little wonky, so it's probably gonna go well. It's 1:30 in the morning. One-hit wonder. Although I still gotta go open the doors. So actually, I was a one-hit wonder. Look at that. I got up to the guard post or guard station up there. It's all closed down. Little key because I was responsible and put a lock on it. God damn it. See though, nice load of meat. Gloves. Alright, we'll go throw these bills at them real quick and back in the sleeper. Boom. Like that. Bills. Of course, I'm not going to wear this camera in there. That'll look a little goofy. So I'll be back in a minute. Yep. Yeah. It's starting to rain now. So we're here in Lima, Ohio. It's my second drop. Going to be empty after this, and then good times. 7 grand load in the bank, and then boss man talking about he's got some connections up here with a few direct shippers and stuff like that get a good reefer load out of here, possibly going to Atlanta or Jacksonville for either talking between 5 and 7 grand. Going to Atlanta, of course, is shorter, like 5 grand, all the way up to 7 grand if I go down to Jacksonville. I'm like, oh, hook me up with Jacksonville, man, that's fun. But so far for the week, finishing this load, I've done 2 loads. Well, I did the milk load. Let me turn this thing around. Me, because I'm so handsome. But doing the milk load, and then, well, actually my numbers are a little bit off, that's right, but between the milk load and this load I've netted 69.50 for the week already. And then if I turn if he gets me one, because it's early enough right now up here in Lima, I could still deadhead somewhere and get whatever. If it is going down to Atlanta or something like that, then talking another 5 grand, which would be like 3,500 to me. So then we're up to netting somewhere in the range of like 9,000 bucks or better. So we're being over 10,000 net for the week. And then the pay period cuts off next Friday. I can still turn in a couple more loads and probably be up. Hey, we're averaging right now, as long as my truck keeps running, we're averaging net about $8,000 a week. And, you know, of course, my net, I got to pay for fuel, the truck payment, and insurance deductions. But typically taking home $6,000 a week. So that money right there was as good as Selena and I used to do running team. And it doesn't seem to be any end in sight to these rates. I mean, short on drivers, short on equipment, everything. So, you know, people are screaming for truck time and the rates keep going up as far as I've seen. He's making more money now on loads than he was a couple months ago already. Rates keep going up. So is it going to pop? I doubt it in this market with everything going on and all the craziness and everything. So I'm hopeful, man. I'm like, hey, you know, right place, right time for the undoing of society. Hey, man, I'll keep hauling this freight and making that money, you know. I mean, everybody imagines, like, if society falls apart, you know, I mean, it seems pretty viable now, everybody talking about it so much. Like, we're going through some sort of a changeover in our society, it seems like. So it's not like it's going to be the zombie apocalypse and, you know, everything's just going to hit the fan tomorrow and, you know, the entire country dies and all this kind of stuff. But if we are going through some kind of a changeover, though, or a reset, hopefully, I mean, while it's my job, you're there to help people as well. You're taking people their stuff and their food, especially in terms of food, you know, hauling reefers. So, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to try and make some money off of it either. I'm not out here for free either. So, anywho, see how long it takes him to get me unloaded, get out of here. Probably just go back over to the truck stop until he's got something going on later on in the morning. Got a hair in my mouth. Guess I shouldn't be sucking dudes off behind dumpsters if I don't want pubes in my mouth. Alright, guess we'll check back in a little bit. Well, finally got done unloading. It is 7:20. So I've only been here almost 6 hours for a half a trailer of shit. So let's get this thing buttoned up and get the hell out of Dodge. A little bit of garbage. It's alright though. 2 new load locks thrown on the trailer. That was nice. So now I'm back over the truck stop. All good in the hood. Go ahead and PC back up. Crap, got all the crap in the way. We will PC back to the truck stop. Dun, dun, dun. Personal use. PC to Safe Haven. Yeah, if you some guys may not know that, or if your company doesn't allow you to do it, but PC, you can use when you get empty. Like, I don't want to break into my hours right now, but you can PC to a safe haven once you're empty, as long as you're not under a load. Now, other places say you can only, like, depending on how they want you to utilize it, is only if you're bobtail, say, or something like that, which I'm always attached to a permanent trailer, pretty much. I mean, he does have a stock of trailers, and we do drop-in hooks, but typically, you know, I'm always attached to my trailer, so it's the only way available to PC because I always have a trailer with me. So that's my understanding of it. I ain't got the FMCSA handbook or anything going on, but like right now though, my hours are still fresh. It's like I'll PC back to the truck stop, wait for him to find me a load, and then I can break into my hours. But you can't PC if you're like if you're headed to a load, you can't PC. So, but this place, this is Spartan Nash. It's a food distributor. Oops, sorry, didn't turn my headlights on. Look at all these trucks. They got hiring signs out front. Look at all these trucks you could be driving if you live in Lima, Ohio. You could be out delivering food for Spartan Nash. So we'll just, actually I think I'm gonna head, you know, depending on where he finds me a load, there's a TA 15 miles south of here. I could do about, now it's about 8 miles up to back to the Flying J. But if I want to get some food later, the Flying J has Denny's, and yesterday I went in there and they were out of food. All they had was breakfast stuff, but their water tastes like sulfur. Their iced tea sucked. I'm sure their coffee would suck. There's some kind of restaurant at the TA a little further south called like the Hub Depot or the Hub Grill or something like that. And I even saw a thing that they had fancy coffee like mocha and espresso and stuff too, or something. And then the pictures of the food look really good too. And then while I'm there, if I want to take a shower, that's where all my shower credits are at, it's TA Petro. I mean, it's my fuel, so I guess whatever I want to go do, I can do. And better put on my spectacles. Yeah, I think I'll go down to the TA, screw it. The only thing is, if it finds me a load north, I gotta come back 15 miles again too. So it's a little bit of a waste, but you know, then you might find me a load south, so I'm already there. You know what I mean? See if my turn signal's working again yet. Yep. My right front flasher on the hood here always gets a little wonky, and you start getting the fast blink. It's all ding, 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 ding. So I got to get out. I did know, I haven't cleaned the plug out in a little while. It used to get a little bit of corrosion, but I changed the bulb out and it seemed fine after that. So you can see now, blinker's normal. Sometimes it just gets a little wonky, you know, like the connection or whatever. I gotta get out, pull it out of the mount, you know, and screw with it and everything, and get it back to normal, put it back in. Funny thing is, it'll be working normal, put the hood back down, start driving again. Next time I gotta use it, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it's like, god dang Probably just got to change out that plug. Connectors are bad or whatever. Beautiful Lima, Ohio. Alright, good times. Let's get on down to the truck stop. Maybe we'll get some breakfast later on. See how long I'm hanging out so I can land the load. So, out. Alright. Yep. Let's go blow out this trailer, get a few things done while we're sitting around. You can see, just simple blower with a battery. Comes from Harbor Freight. They're pretty cheap. When I signed on, they gave me one though. Saves you from getting washouts. It's kind of nice. Saves you money because I got to pay for those washouts. So, I mean, as the price of everything is going up, of course, washouts I've seen, like I went to the Blue Beacon at the base of the Grapevine on the north side. What's it called? No, is it Lemoore? Come on, bastard. Anyway, it was 45 bucks for a washout. Other places around the country are still doing like $37.50, stuff like that, but still, for a washout at a Blue Beacon, they're charging so much damn money now. It's like, whoa. Scale tickets have gone up. It's $12.50 for a cat scale. You know, anywhere you can save money, try. There you go. Get out of there. Close enough for government work. Nice. And yes, I will pick up the stuff outside. Don't think I'm some scumbag. I'm one of those guys. So I'm gonna pick the stuff up. Don't worry about it. So blown out, good. Let's go. Don't you hate that shit? That guy was behind me. pulled in. I came back up to well, just above Lima, where the Flying J and the Pilot are, because I got a load. It's loading over in Delphi, Indiana, about 170 miles away. But I got to bring a washout receipt, so all that blowing the back out was moot. So this guy was ahead of me when I pulled in. He's just getting in. That guy got the lucky spot. It looked like this guy was about to be done, but it looks like a pig trailer. And I was real skeptical. I actually hung back so nobody could get around me, trying to see who might get done first. And yeah, looks like I kind of ate a little bit of dong on that one. So I got to get a washout though, bring the receipt with me. Looks like it's going to be a load of meat out of Delphi with 4 drops on it. I'm going to Coppell, Texas, 2 drops in Dallas, and then I got to go to Amarillo by Monday. So I got to go overload it now, get on down the road. It's just about 1,000 miles to the first drop. And the first drop is on Sunday at 8 a.m. And I'm like, well, alright. Because once I get done there, it's actually kind of like my old routes I was running with Reefer when we were living in Champaign with grocery stores. That it's right over there. I used to go to the one store in Flora. It's right, Delphi's just past it, but the store in Flora. I used to have to do that little blind side back into a little tiny dock where I'd always hit the concrete barriers and stuff like that. So heading back over that way. Then I'll have to jump over to the, was it the 63, I think, or I could jump down to Lafayette. I head on down, but I got to grab the 74 over to Champaign, 57 south, down, meet up with the 55. Cut on down to Memphis, over to Little Rock, down Texarkana, and then over to Dallas. So, good times. Had to come back up here though. Go about 20 miles back up here. I'll jump from here. I'll jump over to Fort Wayne, jump down the 69 to the, I think it's Highway 24. Start cutting across that way over to Logansport, and then cut south. So good stuff, man. Love it. 4 drops, great. It's a good rate. I mean, well, not a great rate. $5,200 for all of it. It's all right. But I know what it does is it gets me back down to Amarillo, so I can go home, possibly turn a reset, and then get another load out of Lubbock, which will be a lot better money, so I'll average out a lot better. So it all works out. Gets me out of here. Keeps me making money. So like I said, I'm at gross rate right now. I'm just about $10,000 for the week right now. This will put me up to 15.2 by Monday, and then go home. If I turn a quick reset, say like Tuesday, if he's got a load back out by Wednesday, if I can turn that load before the cutoff on the 15th, I mean, potentially be looking at, if I score a good load out of Texas for say another 7 G's, you know, you're looking at potentially what, 22 and change gross for the pay period, which would be all right considering I didn't get on the road until the 4th because the pay cutoffs are the 1st to the 15th and then 16th to the 30th. So be all right. Get some money back in the bank at least. So let's get in here, get this washout, and get on down the road. Got some miles to cover today.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?